Hello and good morning and welcome to the meditation. This is Scott. Here on my channel, I like to do live streams for meditation, and we practice an integration technique of body, emotion, mind, and the relational dimension. And it's important to integrate these aspects of ourself because life involves more than one dimension of experience. The world is not just physical or emotional or mental or relational. It's all of those. And because all of those arise as co-arising factors throughout life, our life is made more whole when we contact and connect with these dimensions. And over time, we begin to integrate more of our experience into life. And that, I believe, is the desire of the divine, is to live life through our being in the world. And the more we do that, the better we become at it. So, I like to do a brief talk and then we'll get into a guided practice and try to go for about 50 minutes today. I'm using software that I dislike, and the reason for it is because there's no control over the audio. It kind of takes my voice and makes it sound a little the way I don't like. So I just have to kind of accept that right now as they work on updating the other app that I use. So, that being said, I'd like to talk a little bit about acceptance, because I think this is part of the request of spirit, is acceptance, is allowance. What do we allow? What do we accept in our life? And I think this is a difficult question, because it says, what if something is happening in the world or with myself or with something that I don't like? How do I accept something that I don't like? And that's really, I think, the wrong area of placing the acceptance focus on. Acceptance means that you are not denying what is real, that you are not looking away or denying what is real. And that doesn't mean you stop doing something, that could help or that could support or could change things. But it does mean that you take what is happening from a more real place, from a more sourced place in your life, from a more integrated place in your life. And when we operate from a more integrated place, we have more access to information and can make better choices. And I think that this is the key thing. I think the weaponization of acceptance or allowance is unhealthy. I think that it can, one of the things I hear a lot in the spiritual community is the phrase, that which you resist persists. And I think this is a way, there's a lot of truth behind that, but it's used to take people with real concerns about a situation or the world and deny the realness of their feelings or the realness of the situation in favor of saying, well, you're just being resistant. You're just being resistant. And it's really the application of that sort of spiritual rule or spiritual law that I think is key here. We do not resist what is. you know, we do understand and interpret what is at all times. And that interpretation comes through the lenses of our being, the lens of our body, our emotion, our mind, our relational dimension. And it can color or alter or distort what is real. And we live in a world now where you might not know what is real. It's part of, I think, the lesson of humanity is to re-examine and reinterpret reality through the lens of our wholeness, through the lens of integration. And so it could be tricky, you know, because low resolution, it says, if I'm resisting something or if I don't like something, then it's me that's the problem. And it's really all about how we go about that experience of feeling that we don't like something, and to the degree in which we can embody and become the change we would like to see in the world, you know. So that being said, let's start today with a practice. We'll begin with the Donna Eden technique of making sure your feet are crossed at your ankles. And then you do this with your arms and hands. Pull them up into your chest. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Very good. And then we'll do 3 more. Great. And coming out of that, you can flick away from your energy field. Great. And gently having your eyes closed, begin to tune in now to your body and your body's sensations. Begin to feel areas in your body that feel warm, open, present, aliveness. As you notice areas in your body that feel warm, open, present, and alive, other areas may start to show up in your body that feel warm, present, open. Begin now to start the process of feeling and softening. So on the in-breath, feeling your body's sensations, and then on the out-breath, softening and melting down through your body like warm honey into the earth. And the honey is like this super healing substance, healing everything that it touches as it travels and melts down deep into the earth, removing any impurities. In each cycle of breath, you get a little bit closer to your body and melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. You can begin to add in, if you'd like, a pause at the end of your out breath. On the in-breath, feeling your body, and the out-breath softening and melting. And then at the end of your out-breath, a pause of letting go. bring your attention up into your heart space, center of your chest. And imagine as though you're slowly breathing in and out of your heart. And on the in-breath in, feeling your heart. And on the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. Coming in contact with your emotions. We can, whenever there's overwhelm, always return to our body for anchoring and grounding in the vehicle of our breath, for feeling and softening. And just for this meditation, you could spend some time noticing what your emotions are feeling like right now. You could be experiencing any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And without making your emotions right or wrong, good or bad, just allowing yourself to feel for a little bit in the shared space. If you like, you can add in a pause. So on the in-breath, feeling your heart, the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. And then on the end of the out-breath, you can gently pause between the next in-breath and just let go into the open field of your heart. we can bring our attention up into our head, feeling your head on the in-breath and softening in and around your skull on the out-breath. If you like, you can breathe into your third eye area in the center of your forehead or on your crown, the top of your head, whatever feels correct for you. In-breath, feeling your head, and then out-breath, softening. You can begin to notice how busy or active your mind is. And just allowing your thoughts to come and go like clouds in the sky, just remaining uninvolved with your thoughts. If you find yourself getting pulled into a thought or discover that you're pulled into a thought, you can always come back to feeling your head or your body as useful grounding anchors. And if you like, you can add in the pause. So on the in-breath, feeling your head, out-breath, softening in and around your skull. And then you can add in a pause between the out-breath and the next in-breath. Just letting go in the open space of your mind, as though your head disappears and the whole sky replaces where your head was meant to be, and it just feels like the sky is resting on your shoulders. we can spend some time with our eyes open, gently opening your eyes and allowing the work that we just did to remain and not evaporate. And we'll practice feeling outside and inside. So on the in-breath, feeling all around you, outside you. And then on the out-breath, feeling inside you. And just noticing the distinction between the two. Feeling outside on the in-breath and then inside on the out-breath. That it might be easier to feel one side or the other. It might be easier to feel outside, for example, than inside, or vice versa. And that's normal, just noticing what it's like. And if you'd like to join me, you can. For the last 10 minutes here in the meditation, practice feeling love and compassion added as qualities into the inside and outside. So on the in-breath, feeling love and compassion around you. And then on the out-breath, love and compassion towards yourself. You can practice giving and receiving love and compassion for the final few minutes of the meditation. Great. And then from here we can take our hands and making a sort of as much as you can go up like this, pushing out to the sides. And deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Really feeling the stretch in your hands. And we'll do 3 more. I'm going to push back a little bit. Good, and then shaking away from your body, flicking out. Great. And then from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up blessings and ripple out into the community. Amen. Great. Thank you so much. Feel free to like and subscribe and comment below. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.